A call for freedom for Iran. A huge protest was again held today in France with a blunt message to Tehran. The Iranian resistance rally was called Free Iran, and that was the theme of this annual gathering. Numerous former U.S. officials from both sides of the aisle attended, and they addressed the supporters. And all are on the same page when it comes to confronting the theocratic revolutionary regime. Despite previous U.S. overtures, Iran, remains on the top of the State Department list of state sponsors of terrorism. And the rally sponsor warns about Iran's intention. The resistance group is headed by a woman, Maryam Rajavi, and we conducted an exclusive Fox News interview with her about her group's goals. As the largest Iranian opposition group, the National Council of Resistance of Iran holds its annual gathering outside Paris. There is new confidence that pressure on the Iran regime could finally lead to change. Reports say the Trump administration is potentially considering a strategy to try and topple the regime, a move the resistance group's leader, Maryam Rajavi, welcomes.
The overthrow of this regime, the mullah's regime, is the responsibility of the Iranian people and resistance. Nevertheless, we want the international community to stand with the Iranian people.
Rajavi tells Fox News that her group's activists have stepped up their opposition to the government and says a revolution against the theocratic regime could come from within.
The Iranian resistance movement is in a new position and on the offensive in its showdown with the regime. Our resistance is an organized movement. The potential for an uprising exists within Iranian society. The Iranian people are discontented.
She and others fear Iran's influence in the Middle East could only grow. Tehran is said to be trying to create a so-called Iranian Shiite crescent, grabbing territory from its border through Yemen, Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon to obtain a foothold on the Mediterranean. Observers say the moves are intended to create a Shiite landmass that could give it a border with Israel. Mrs. Rajavi says the U.S. and its Arab allies need to push back.
From the outset, we have rejected this reactionary and bellicose policy and seek amicable relations with the rest of our neighbors to confront this regime. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps must be designated as a foreign terrorist group and evicted from the region. More sanctions need to be imposed on the regime.
She is confident the forces of democracy and freedom will eventually prevail.
I am optimistic for the people of Iran because the Iranian people reject the religious dictatorship. The Iranian people long for freedom and democracy, equality, and advanced society. Moreover, the Iranian people demand an overthrow of this regime.
Well, besides calling for those tougher sanctions against Tehran, Mrs. Rajavi also wants the Iranian officials prosecuted for war crimes. Tehran, though, considers her group a terrorist organization, a charge that they reject. And in her interview, she also alluded to our Declaration of Independence, saying the Iranian people want the same freedom that our founding fathers brought to us so many years ago. And Mrs. Rajavi says she is confident it will happen in her country, too.